thick with humidity, the kind that made your clothes stick to your skin before you even clocked in. I stood behind the dumpster behind Edelweiss and Ivy, the upscale restaurant where I worked as a host. My shift didn't start for another 15 minutes and I needed to loosen up. I pulled out a little joint I'd rolled earlier, made from a strain my friend Caleb gave me called Grave Mist, a new experimental hybrid he'd bred himself. Said it was earthy with a whisper of the afterlife, which I thought was just him being extra as always. But hell, I needed it. Hosting at Edelweiss was like babysitting entitled Ghosts, well-dressed, ravenous, and impatient. I took a long, smooth hit. Sure thing, give me just a second. I tapped into the iPad reservation system and typed in Wexler. At first, nothing came up. Then one entry flashed on screen. The Wexler family, party of 4, July 1st, 1985. 1 p.m., special occasion. What the hell? I muttered, the buzz from the grave mist creeping up my spine like cold fingers. The reservation was there, not just a note or a joke entry. The name, the time, even a comment from the manager who booked it, confirmed by Maureen. Anniversary dinner. Looks like we have you down, I said, my voice shaky. Strange, it's from 1985. The man nodded once. Right on time. I glanced back toward the dining room. Everything in me said don't do it, but hospitality instinct kicked in. Follow me. There was a table in the back corner of the restaurant no one liked sitting at. Tucked in a curve of the wall beneath a mounted antique mirror, the staff called it the shadow booth. The lighting was just a little too dim, and the mirror always seemed to reflect movement that wasn't there. As I approached it with the man in tow, I noticed something odd. The table had already been set for 4. No one had touched it. I knew because I double-checked all the tables during opening. Here we are, I said weakly, gesturing to the booth. The man slid into the seat without a word. I placed menus down out of habit. Then, 3 more figures walked in through the front door, 2 adults and a teenage girl. No one saw them walk in. The door hadn't even chimed. They were dressed like they'd stepped out of an old family portrait. The woman wore a sky blue dress with shoulder pads and pearls. The man had horn-rimmed glasses and suspenders. The girl was in a faded cheerleader uniform. All of them wore smiles, wide, frozen, wrong. They walked silently toward the booth and sat down with the first man. I backed away slowly, every inch of me screaming run, but I couldn't. I just watched. None of them touched the menus. They simply sat, eyes fixed on one another, mouths unmoving, like dolls at a tea party. Then the lights above them flickered, and the mirror behind their booth shimmered. Just for a moment, I turned to get the manager,